Welcome to another episode of Dad's Rules with Kevin Belzer. And I am currently on the back end of the man cold. Yeah. Well, apparently guys can't actually get sick with the cold. We're somewhat faking it, I guess. So, yeah. But anyway, I don't plan on this being a long episode. I'm still getting those little tickles in the throat at the back end of any cold that you get. And you may see me periodically drinking from, yes, this is water. It's not vodka or anything like that. What I want to cover today is the recent lawsuit that has been, it's in settlement stages. It's not settled yet, but it has to do with the realtors. Now, why do I bring this up? Well, because I am a realtor, and some of you may not know that that is actually my day job. That's what pays my bills. It allows me the opportunity to bring this podcast for free. I am primarily a listing agent, meaning that seller wants to sell the home, they call me, I list it, I market it, I drive the traffic towards the property, I see every step of the transaction all the way through, all the good, the bad, and the ugly. Sometimes that means that I may be in an attic doing some repairs or going into my, let's go old school, Rolodex of trades that I know and asking them to come out, take care of things, and just make sure everything's taken care of for my sellers. Now, this lawsuit, there's a lot of misinformation going on out there. With this settlement, nothing's actually settled. It's not going to be settled until possibly July, and everybody has to actually agree to the settlement. The bad guys and the good guys, and you decide which is which. There's a lot of erroneous information out there about agents in general and how a lot of us are evil. I think I'll give you a couple stories that will prove that I'm not evil. But, you decide in the end, I guess. Can you have any bad experience? Absolutely. I know there's over 1 million realtors in the U.S. In my opinion, there's too many, but there's also too many lawyers too. And there's a lot that could be bad apples. I don't consider myself one of them. I know that I work very hard for my clients. I go above and beyond. I oftentimes am opening my checkbook to do repairs prior to closing because my clients simply may not have it. They may be what I call house rich, financially poor. I'll give you a couple stories over the years that I've dealt with. So I had this client that met with a bunch of investors, a bunch of other agents. They all told him his value on his property was somewhere between $225 and $250. That's all he was going to get. When I got there, was the property a mess? Absolutely. It had what ended up being 4 loads of junk removal taken out of the property and $10,000 in repairs on the inside and another $10,000 for an AC unit and repairs on the exterior of the property. So about 20 grand total. We ended up that he didn't have the finances. I did. So I put my own money into it, got all the repairs done in less than 10 days, got it all cleaned out, put it on the market, generated 12 offers for him. And where everybody else was telling him $225 to $250, I sold that property for $340,000. He closed and got to move out of state, which was his dream, and gave him a buttload of money in his bank account. And do you think he loved me? Damn straight he loved me. Another example for you. Had a client that had repairs that came up. The repairs were done. The buyers did not like how the repairs were done, and I came in and actually did the repairs myself to everybody's satisfaction, got them all knocked out for them, out of my own pocket, took care of it. And the reason I had to is that the next day was signing day. Yeah. So if we didn't get it done, they were at risk of losing the home that they were going to buy. So I was up there in the attic, putting a vent pipe in for a microwave, doing all kinds of handyman type stuff on the property, got it all done, sent pictures to the other side. They were ecstatic, got it taken care of. So why do I tell these stories? There are a lot of agents like me out there that do this kind of stuff. Also make the phone calls to get the quotes on your pool that's been neglected for years. Because that one happened to me recently. All the inspections, the conversations with the appraisers, the battles with the lenders, with the drama of both sides. Someone has to be level-headed in the negotiations all the way to closing. And that's where I come in. That's what I do all day long, and sometimes deep into the evening as well, because we're trying to help you with the biggest asset of your life so that you can get on to the next phase of your life, whether it is moving into the property or it is moving out of that property, closing on another home out of state. Because there are a lot of times that we got to get multiple homes to line up. There's been times I've been on the phone with the other side in, say, Florida, for example, happened where I was damn near playing mediator in the transaction to make sure that everything was taken care of on that end so we could get a domino effect of 4 homes in a row to close in a day. So are agents overpaid? I don't think so if you hired the right agent. Where I do think it is a problem is if you're hiring the part-time agents, because there's been some stuff I've done just in the last 60 days. There is no freaking way that a brand new agent or your Uncle Bob or Aunt Sally could have possibly got it from start to finish without any delays in the transaction. Just not possible. There are going to be, whatever trade you're in, there are going to be things that change in your market that you're just going to have to adapt to. And this is what I wanted to move this into and bring it around to Dad's rules. You're going to have to adapt. What we're going to see in my world, the realtor world, is we're going to see agents either adapt or die. You're going to see agents that all of a sudden decide that the media is right and they're not worth what they charge. My advice to them, first and foremost, is maybe you shouldn't be in the business, or maybe you should go get on a team and actually learn your craft so that you can bring value to your clients. Because maybe you are only worth whatever, a flat fee, a hourly rate to get the deal done, because you don't really know what the hell you're talking about. You did 90 hours of continued ed to get your license, and that's it. You've never done a transaction. In my business, over half the agents don't do a single deal in a year. And then of that other half of those don't even do 2 deals a year. So most real estate transactions are done by the other 25% of people. Yeah, let that sink in for you. There are bad apples in every trade out there. What I would say to anyone that if you're looking to hire a realtor, a roofer, whoever, that you actually do some vetting. It is up to you to determine if they are qualified to sell your home, do your roof, hell, even sell you a car. Do they know what they're talking about? Do they understand that warranty? Or are they just checking boxes off for you? It is your job as the consumer out there to make sure that whoever you do business with knows what the hell they are doing. Check reviews, check to make sure that they actually have a system in place. I spent the last several years continually fine tuning my system. A roofer buddy of mine, he has spent his career continually changing things and making sure that his employees know how to do the whole process seamlessly. It is my job as a realtor to make sure that my client is taken care of, and then when it's over, they think it was easy. Because there's a lot of things, and I will tell this in the beginning, there's going to be a lot of things that go on in this that if I don't need to add drama to you, I'm not going to. I'm going to simply solve the problem. We'll talk about it later when it's done. That's the same thing in any trade out there. Do you want the roofer to come and complain to you about everything that's going on, or do you want him to get it done? Do you want the car salesman that's tripping over themselves and doesn't sound confident in the process to actually be the one to facilitate the sale to you? Because you're hiring that dealership to take care of your car down the line when it has warranty issues. And I'll tell you what, in my opinion, if that salesman's sloppy, I'm going to assume the dealership's sloppy too. So let me ask you this. If you're in any trade out there, are you confident that you are the person that people should be going to for their needs in your industry? And truly ask yourself if that is the case, that they should be coming to you for any of their needs, whether it's real estate, any kind of sales, doesn't really matter. Teacher, are you confident as a teacher? If the answer's no, what are you going to do to fix it? Do you need to quit and move on to some other career? Or do you need to get a coach? Do you need to get a mentor? Do you need to join a team in your business? It's up to you as a sales professional, as whatever, realtor, again, car salesman, teacher, whatever. It's up to you to be the go-to in whatever your career path is. And if it's not, you have to ask yourself the cold hard truth. Should I move on? Should I get a coach? Or are you the go-to? And if you are, congratulations. All right. That's what was on my mind today. I hopefully didn't ramble too much on this. I feel I got my point across of what I wanted to talk about. If you like the show, please like, share, comment, leave feedback. Next week, I plan on being back with me and Melissa hopefully we're going to be filming a bunch of podcasts in a row and just having some fun there. I do have some other episodes that are in the can being processed. Whenever I get those back, because I was guest on other episodes, whenever I get those back, I'll sprinkle those in as well. Until next time, go out and be the kick-ass adult I know you all can be.